But there's a lot of beauty in it too. Well, you want to know what moved me the most when I heard the story?
Okay, so guys, it's still April the 20th, 2024. And as you can see, it's Saturday, and this is CBS News Saturday. It's one of the documentaries on Saturday, and I think it has to do with law enforcement or something like that. But it provides the cover-up. There are a lot of white folks who are going to say, involved in this situation, and we're going to say that Shawn Dexter John had the most beautiful girl on campus, and he was bragging and this, and his friend, who was his real friend, his bodyguard, the ugly, tall guy with the big belly, deserved to have a beautiful woman instead. Or that she was LeBron James's girlfriend in high school. All absurdities. So they did input the James Armstrong part, even though they did initially state James Strong in that particular video documentary. I'm not joking around with you guys. You guys are going to humble yourselves. You guys just got caught. Again. Okay? So Brandon Holmes is a convict, and he has one leg. He's about 6'5", big belly, very dark skin, from Chicago, Illinois, and he's not going to recover. He got caught with guns and bullets, ready to shoot whoever came to Chicago, talking about being from Mexico or Honduras or anywhere else in Central America, or any Jamaican, or I even got to the point of saying any New Yorker. He didn't want. He said any Nicaraguan, any Honduran, any Belizean, or whatsoever, who made it through into the United States and came to Chicago, they're gonna get killed. That's what he said, and he was serious about it. He was gang affiliated. I'm pretty sure that's what I told him, that I can't have anything to do with that. When we were back at Howard University, I thought he was a real student. I really thought he was a real student. Okay, who was hired to purport to be my bodyguard to cover my security detail in Washington, D.C. LeBron James is going to be a bum for the rest of his life. He's about to fake his death or get arrested and have a shocking trial. While we had global war. It's about to be declared very soon, as detailed. He's going to go through misery for the rest of his life. Him and his lookalike decoy, currently playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, purporting to be him. Clearly a heavier set guy, and we met both of them. We investigated both of them. We have recordings of both of them saying that they're identical twins, or they were adopted and split and adopted, or they're from different planets. They don't know anymore. Their real parents are gone. Gloria is just an adopted parent who looks a little bit like them. All sorts of crazy lies, just regular lookalikes. Damn near everyone in the United States has an identical lookalike or two. Damn near everyone in the United States for the most part. And in China and in India, in place of great populations. That's the probability. That's just how things are. Okay, so you guys are not going to cover things up. You guys are not going to say, oh, Shawn Dexter John made stuff up. Oh.
He said it's some miracle where, treatment happens for people with a brain injury and Brandon can be healed. He said, I want you to be with him.
So, this is what they have done. They got Rashida to sign documents stating that she married LeBron James in high school or college or thereafter, and that they say whatever they want, and I was actually a Rashida lookalike. They have Rashida lookalikes, and literally we saw Rashida's mother, Rashida's sister, Rashida's father. Once again, I'm going to provide this. We've seen Rashida, her mother, her father, her sister, my daughter, her youngest siblings, all had to kiss LeBron James on the lips consistently, and on the belly, and imply even worse. These agents, they're going to lose their legs, and they're going to be shipped out to Canada, and they're not going to have wife. And if they're arrogant enough to not stay in the house, they're going to be forced to travel all across the country, Canada or the United States, all across whichever country they are in. Those two countries, Canada and the United States, whichever they decide to end up in, either they accept their punishment of being stuck in Canada, in a house, and refusing to work in Canada and make it a better place, or they're going to be here in the United States, traveling all over the country, Don McGunn specifically, on a prosthetic leg. traveling the whole country, trying to make sure that white women never end up being prostitutes. With no wife, with him having no wife and no children who are going to contact him because he's a wanted man by Interpol, still purporting to work for the Central Intelligence Agency or the FBI as needed, or NSA as needed, or the Department of State as needed, or the DOD as needed. He's going to be traveling the country from hotel to hotel, resort to resort, and from colleague's house to colleague's house, and so forth. And he's going to end up having sex or not having sex with prostitutes, white prostitutes. And then he's going to get the point. Don McGahn, former White House counsel, is going to get the point. He's going to get the point. You fear God. Over the past 30 years, you've been ruthless in punishing people as a police officer. That's all you guys are. Police officers of each other. There's nothing else. You guys are not God. You guys are not collectively God. But you guys purported yourself as being that. You guys have been crushing and punishing guilty, innocent, and moderately innocent people. All at the same time, damn near at the same level. Just to argue the point that all black people are predisposed to being bad. Or that all handsome men are predisposed to being too soft to keep their woman, that they need the government. I'm telling you how bad they've been. They've taken away so many beautiful white women from handsome men and given them to their sons or themselves. Arresting these women under false charges, scaring them to death, scaring the men to death, sometimes cutting their legs and arms off, and going on and laughing about it, and showing the photos of all the fun they had. Don McGahn and Murdaugh, Alex Murdaugh, and folks like that. Don't say I'm wrong in torturing their asses. I'm just getting started. When they say we're going to torture him whenever we get to him on a daily basis, they're just saying we are going to lose our legs and arms. And we want to have fun before we do so. But we don't believe that we are going to have fun. We are very scared right now, but we are so accustomed of having egregious egos, we don't know how to just let the shit go. I'm going to have to shut that door a bit more calmly. It used to only shut a bit more loudly, but all of a sudden... So anyway, so yeah, we did amputate the penis of LeBron James years ago, and I'm gonna have to explain this to you.
Further motion, so the judge in this case, one where Shawn said
They said, Shawn, you can't do that to a person and expect a person to let go. That's what men who cheat on their wives, that's what men who rape women and little girls say. A church member who was never, or a conservative person, or a liberal person who's just conservative in the way he conducts himself or herself, would not be offended by that. Finding out that a person who serially rapes girls and women for whatever purpose and literally murdered a little girl related to that kind of activity, no one should actually think that's threatening to them or their family members. In all honesty. Do you guys understand that? He just said bye-bye to his daughter. I guess that's the neighbor, right? But anyway. So yes, we did amputate LeBron James's penis, and he's not going to earn any Rashida or Rashida lookalike, any light-skinned woman or any woman or girl. He's not earning anything. He's being punished. He's supposed to be executed by the law, the state of Ohio, or the state of California, or the state of Florida for trying to cover it up in different states, literally shooting people all over the place, hoping that they die without them knowing for sure. LeBron James is in a lot of trouble. LeBron James, and the purported LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers, they're in trouble. Let it go. You guys don't have any fight. He has an implanted penis surgically. It's made out of rubber and certain material and so forth. And there's a rod placed in it. And the computer programmers, remote control, can actually make the rod stand up. So this man can purport to make porn. And they have, some sort of vinegar-like fluid injected into valves that purport to be scrotums. Clearly, That's not a real people. So this is what this is heaven is heaven is patiently waiting. Heaven is saying, okay, this is the last few weeks of these folks being in belief that they actually have power, and they don't have to listen to Shawn, Dexter, John. They don't have to listen to Jesus Christ. It's just a fable. It's just a fool to believe that he is, and even if he is, who believes in religion or supernatural powers anymore? Everything is about technology provided by aliens, and we just lie. And my civilization shows up and say, we hate Jesus Christ. We've never met him before. He cannot possibly be from our civilization. And they walk around chuckling, human being, it shouldn't matter. We're just testing you guys. He's big brother up here. Why are you guys so bad? Just be good no matter what. Technology or no technology. Aliens or no aliens. God or no God. That's why God exists, because you guys don't know how to be good. We're going to give you guys a few more weeks, okay? And everything that I've narrated, everything that I provided with policy papers, the work papers and work reports, everything is going to happen that way for the most part. And certainly toward the ends provided, the endpoints provided by each work paper and work report and this and this and that. Everything is going to happen that way. When you guys say we have never done anything he's ever asked other than keep Barack Obama in power, and we only kept him in quote-unquote colloquial power, not even real nominal power, in the White House for 2 terms, just so that he wouldn't lose his mind with us, attempting to do this to him later. We really thought we were going to kill him no matter what. That's what we really still think. When they say things like that in their private meetings and it's recorded and it's sent all over the world and they don't care to that, we said, okay, they're gonna be blown up, or they're going to lose their legs and arms, or their children are never going to show up again, and they're going to see dead photos of their children at funerals, and they're going to start crying for the rest of their life, saying, our arrogance was just not worth it. Only God knows why. And they say, oh my God, Shawn did explain everything to us in advance. Please have mercy on us for the rest of our lives. That's the narrative. You guys choose which one of the options is going to be you guys' punishment. You guys tapping out and accepting the one-leg reality and leaving women alone and staying in Canada and just leaving everyone the fuck alone, or you guys just end up being blown up by heaven. They're just gonna blow shit up. Manhattan is just gonna disappear. The NSA offices in Lower Manhattan are just gonna disappear. And only NSA and tough guys are gonna stick around saying, there's no way you guys can possibly keep up with us, whether you guys are covering for Shawn or whether you guys are trying to kill him or not. We don't give a damn. You guys are not gonna be able to pull off shit. We don't give a fuck about no alien, a higher civilization, or artificial intelligence, or skinny, black-looking weirdos from a higher dimension. When people get that arrogant, there's nothing I can do about it but allow my Father to punish them when I'm too busy doing what I'm supposed to do, writing the policy and laws of this planet, the laws and policies of this planet, from my lead country, the United States of America, from the lead planet Earth, in correspondence with the rest of the universe. So that's the reality. You guys are going to get blown up in Manhattan or downtown Los Angeles, or the few of you guys who actually went to central Moscow to stay in the Kremlin to make sure that nothing happens. Everyone in heaven is laughing, saying, oh my God, these demons are really serious, and they're trying to find a way to exit this dimension and jump into the higher dimension via space technology and bending time and space. And oh my God, are you guys crazy? All right? If you guys don't want to worship Jesus Christ, just worship being good. If you guys want to believe that God is agnostic, just be good. And when you guys just can't be good, just shut the fuck up when you guys get caught and you guys get told that Jesus Christ is God, that God is real, and there's no point in you guys not believing it. We've been saying this to you guys no matter what, in so many different ways. Every day you guys show up, you guys hear the same thing. My agents say to you guys the same thing. He's God, he's Jesus Christ, but we just don't have to believe him anymore. We don't have to believe in him anymore. What's the point? When they say that, everyone says, what the hell? Are you guys crazy? And then they get initiated into why they ought to oppose God and never believe in him again. And it's about 3,000 people who have signed up for this. Okay? And when they keep asking me to say we. They keep saying, Shawn, sending messages to my dad saying he has to say we because we want to believe that he was queen or King Louis. and they cut his neck off. When they say things like that, we said, that's enough. You guys are not going to become better. No husband, no wife, excommunicated from the rest of society. We're going to punish you guys within the CIA system, and you guys are going to become better people. Whether as hobos or as the mothers of my holy children. Got it, Corinne Japierre? You got it.